What it is, what it ain't, what it's gonna be. You already know what it is. It's your boy AD, and this is episode 35.
Yep, you on it.
Yeah, all right. Of the Platform Podcast. I got my co-host Maya Black with a Q.
Hi guys.
I think that's gonna be a thing. Maya Black with a Q.
A Q, yeah.
We're gonna do that.
I like
shit.
that. It sounds good.
Black Quill.
What? No.
No.
Just all Black with a Q. Don't try to add extra syllables in there.
Yeah. All right. So this week we got with us from Essex County, right? Marcus Ariah. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
All right. How you doing today, man?
What's going on, man? I'm all right, chilling, man.
Good. Now, before we get into it, you are from Essex County. What part?
I'm from Newark. I'm from EO. I'm from Bloomfield. I'm from all over and shit like that.
So that's why you say in the music, just Essex County as a whole.
Exactly. Yeah. Like I grew up. You feel me? I grew up coming up in Newark and shit like that. Moved to EO, Bloomfield, back to Newark, Orange. I'm in Orange now and shit like that. But like whenever I'm in the hood or whatever, I'm in Newark. You know what I'm saying? That's my main shit. Like,
yeah.
So.
So in a sense, you're from Newark a little bit more,
you know
like
what I'm saying? More than anything,
it's
you know
heavy, a little bit heavily.
But it's Essex County though, you know what I mean? I want to represent because it struggles everywhere, and shit like that. So I just want to represent the whole county.
I feel you. That's what's up. That's what's up. So let's talk about the kind of music you like to make, right? So I heard the album Making of a Man. Right. All right, I like it, especially Sonico.
Nice,
right? Local joke up.
Yeah. I'm from the South, so that gave me a little
beat.
A little bounce to it. I was listening to it.
South Ward, North?
No. I'm from the South of the U.S. I'm from Florida.
Oh, wow.
So anytime I hear something with a bounce to it, you know what I mean? It catches me. And if I listen and I can bob my head while I'm doing something else, like I was playing video games.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So when I was listening and it caught me, I was like, all right, this shit is good. Because sometimes, you know what I'm saying, people put these projects out. They be ass. You know what I mean? If it was ass, I would have told you.
Thank you.
That's real.
Yeah,
but I like it, man. So, take us to the beginning, man. How'd you get started with the whole music thing?
I mean, music as a whole, feel me? I was always doing music a little bit. Like, I started off really singing and shit like that. Like, I used to, word up. Like, I sang it, like, NJ Pack and shit like that, you feel me? Like I had like little groups and shit like that. And in high school, I would fuck with the choir. Like one year I did choir and shit like that. Yeah. So, but I wasn't really like no solo artist of the choir. I was just in the choir and shit like that. But I made a couple songs while I was singing and shit. I really started singing really, and then I was transitioning into like poetry and shit like that. And then from the poetry and shit, I went into the rap because I felt like with the rap I was able to express myself a little bit more than anything else, you know what I mean? And then it let me release a lot of anger and all that type of shit, just all the passion that I was able to put into this shit. It just made me feel good. It was therapeutic and shit. So that's really how I started. I started rapping with couple homies and shit, like my nigga Karan and my homie Love Man Suey, like niggas was just rapping and shit, and then my boy behind me, Razak, like we was he doing the videos and just giving out ideas and all this type of shit. And that's basically just how we started growing up, everything. And I just started, I kept doing it. Like I started really like rapping in the basement with two of my homies and shit, like me and my nigga Bullet and my nigga Maul.
Yeah, Bullet, shout out to Bullet Maul.
So we was just in the basement and shit, freestyling and shit like that. And then I was just like, yo, I feel like I could really do this shit. And after we was done in the basement, I had walked with them back to their crib, and then walked back home. I just started flowing just by myself and shit like that, just practicing and shit. And then I started recording, and I recorded off of like a rock band mic. You know what I'm saying? I recorded I got a little ass mic from like a $50 mic from Guitar Center, and the shit just like it wasn't good quality and shit, but it was something, you know what I mean? I got you. Like my pop filter was a do-rag and shit. I made my own. Made my own.
Put the wave cap over the
word. Exactly. Made my own little Vox guard with a cardboard with a shoebox and shit like that. So I just kept practicing and shit, showing niggas my shit. They was telling me, yo, you alright, just keep working. And I just kept practicing on the low. I ain't really never put nothing out like that. Yeah. And then I just kept going, and I was finally able to drop my first tape, Growth. Then I kept going some more, dropped my next tape, Changes, and going some more. And now I dropped the shit that I got now called Making a Man and shit. And word. So that's what I'm
good,
at.
Though.
Yeah, man. I like it. I can tell just by listening that the quality is there. Y'all put a lot of pull a lot of work, and y'all actually went to the studio, got it mixed, got it mastered, the whole nine, which is a big difference. You can obviously you can tell.
Hell yeah.
So how old were you when you started? Like you was walking down the street freestyling, like you know what I'm saying?
I was 17 when I started noticing like I think I could do a little something. Because at that time at 17 I was still doing the poetry / rap kind of shit, and then I was a little more conscious and stuff like that during that time. And I'm still like conscious now, but I understand what you got to do now to really like get somewhere a little bit quicker. You know what I mean? But I started like 17 and shit, and and then I just kept going, bro. I just kept digging, like just kept doing that shit. You know what I mean? Until I could, and I'm still practicing to this day.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, getting better, evolving.
Exactly.
What was your first song? You remember it?
It was some shit. I think it was called like Around the World, and I was singing and I was rapping on that shit. You feel me? And probably nobody ever gonna hear that shit. You know what I mean? But I got.
I was supposed to say like you gonna give us a little snippets. I ain't never hear that one.
No, that shit.
Nah, I'm telling you, like when we have people up here, I tell them the first song is always bad, always bad, because you got to figure it out. You know what I mean? You don't know about levels. You don't know about
exactly.
You know what I mean? Even I did performing arts too when I was in Florida.
Okay.
I went to a school for performing arts, so I was in plays and drama and chorus and the whole nine. So I've learned about vocal arrangement and all that stuff. But even when you go from recording like rap to singing in the same track, I know I could be different. So yeah. So but you heard that, right? And did you play it for anybody? And they was like, "Yo, this is all right."
Yeah, I mean, I played it for niggas, but I played it for family and shit like that. And they was just like, "Yo, Marcus, you got something." But you know, family always gonna tell you.
Like, it's like a soft lie. Yeah, you got it.
You gotta listen. I do. Anytime somebody gives me music, I play it for a woman, right? For a girl. Typically, my right hand.
Damn, Liz, I feel bad for you sometimes.
I do, but she'll tell me because women like they'll tell you if the song, because they don't got no damn, they don't care. Yeah. You know what I mean? They just want to dance. So it's something they can shake their head to. So if a woman says this song is good,
it's facts.
You got some shit. You know what I mean? Facts. That's true. Women are the best A&Rs out there.
Yeah, that's true.
The biggest consumers
that's
of music.
Facts.
That's very true.
I know that.
Huh?
Like, I know that for a fact because you could show me a song and I'm like,
yeah, word.
Off the back, if like for me, I always go off the beat, and if the beat doesn't catch me off the back, I'm skipping it. Like I need something to be like, oh, okay, wait, what's about to happen? All right, hold up. Like
that 30 seconds. That 30 seconds.
Like, oh, hold up, that first 15
like I be in studios sometimes, and dudes will have girls in there, and like one dude told me if I'm writing a song, I got the beat going, and I'm playing beats, and no girls is like bobbing their head.
Oh, yeah?
That's not the one.
Hold up. This might be a new career goal. I should just be like, yo, hire me. Just come sit in the studio. Your career will go off because of me, okay?
Until her shit goes double plastic and then they fire you.
Like yours?
Yeah, my shit is nice. But that's what's up. So the name Marcus Ariah, right? I'm assuming Marcus is your real name? Yeah. Because you never know these days. I ain't find out Rick Ross was fake until like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, isn't his name something else? It's like some...
William Roberts.
Yeah.
I know that because we got the same last name.
Too loud.
So Ariah, that's part of your name too?
Yeah, that's Ariah is my middle name. That's it means Lion of God. That's what my middle name means. But I got the name like first. Yo,
I was gonna say, how did that come up with?
My first name was like some cliche, but like real. I'm telling you, like before I was real on some like poetic shit. You know what I'm saying? So my shit was poetic noise at first. You feel me? No, that's just crazy, right? First my shit was Big M, then it was Poetic Noise and shit like that. And then I had me and my mans, we had some shit called like Divine Sound or some shit. You know what I'm saying? So it was like
some
a lot of
real poetic.
Some poetic shit, because I was really deep in that shit. I was listening to a lot of Pac. I was listening to a lot of like Maya Angelou and all that type of shit. Like I was reading and shit, so I wanted to like, I was really getting into that shit, Nas and all that shit. So then, but me and my homegirl, her name is Tamara Wana on Twitter and shit, and like she big in like makeup in the makeup industry, fashion world, and photography and shit. And she we was just kicking it at Dunkin' Donuts and shit, and she was like, yo, why don't you just use your first and middle name? And I'm like, that shit, it sounds a little too. It's too
personal,
soft.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna lie, because when she first told me, I thought she was an R&B singer.
Word, that's what I'm saying.
I was like, yo, we got an R&B singer coming through, like
Marcus Ariah. Open your ears, bitch, he rapping.
And the Making of a Man come, I'm like, oh shit, this nigga ain't singing at all. God damn.
Yo,
all right.
word
But
up.
now that you say the poetry shit, right? The lady you had in the intro,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, who is that? Let's
O'Neal
just say
Israel.
that.
Like she yo, I was just looking for like because I was just looking for poets basically to like put in the beginning of the intro to make it a little more powerful, meaningful. And then I found her, and then for some reason I like her. The poem wasn't called Black Man Walk, but it was like one of Black Man Walks.
Yeah.
So
It fit.
it fit perfectly. And like that intro was originally Making a Man, but then when I heard that poem and I put it together with it, I'm just like, I'm gonna just call this shit Black Man Walk. And then but Neil Israel, I can't find her on Instagram. I can't find her on Twitter. I tried hitting her up and shit. Word, like
that's
it be mysterious.
That's a real like artistic people.
Yeah,
I mean, I thought it was somebody
true.
that you knew because, like, just from hearing when you first dropped it, I went on SoundCloud. I was like, yo, I'm about to hear this the whole time. I was in the house. Jamal was like, yo, you out? And I was like, nah. Like, Marcus dropped it in the shower. Y'all okay? I always do that. Like, I always listen to it first and then pick, like, my top two. So off the back, I was like, yo, this makes me feel like I should be sitting down somewhere and sipping on some just like, man, I don't came so far in life. Like, shit, I've been through the hard times, the good times. Like, that's just when you listen to it, it's like it gives you this vibe of just, like, thinking. I don't know if that was me. That's what I got from it. But I was just like, damn. All right. And I'm like, hold up. This is Marcus? Like, you forget that I'm like, oh, shit, yeah. So exactly.
That's good. That's when you know you got something. That's when you know you have a quality, like, at least a quality song. Because when people can separate their personal, relationship to you and say, like, objectively, like, yo, this is dope.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I forgot it was you a couple of times. I was like, yo, wait.
That's crazy.
But yeah, I'm definitely feeling the project, man. Well, how did that, like, what is the message that you want to convey, in general? Like, using this Making of a Man and music you plan to make in the future, like, who is Marcus Ariah? What do you want the world to know?
I just want people to, like, I just want people to just keep pushing. Like, I don't want, like, I'll just be seeing a lot of people and shit. They, like, because I mean, like, a lot of Black families and stuff like that, we come from broken homes and stuff like that. And I just be wanting to see, like, family and close friends that I love and stuff. Like, I just want them to just keep pushing no matter what type of situations God give you. I feel like, God give the hardest battles to his, strongest soldiers. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I just feel like the message that I want to basically put out is like, yo, just keep going, because you never really know how close you are until you get there. Then you be surprised, like, damn, if I would have quit, word up, if I was gonna quit, I wouldn't have been nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So that's like a big message that I wanted to put out, because I mean, just for our people in general, it's just, it's a different struggle, I feel like, you know what I'm saying? So, and everybody got their own struggle, and I just want people in general to just keep pushing no matter what type of shit they going through and all that.
Got you. You know what I mean? All right, so, I mean, speaking of family, Brick City Cartel Music Group, right? Who does that consist of?
All right, that's Lay's Cartel, that's Wayne Marley, Young Poppy.
Shout outs to Wayne too.
Word, man.
Oh, you know all the homies.
Just a few.
Yeah, just a few. She started going down the line.
Right, just a few. Shout out
like
to
14 men already.
Moog. Shout out to all these motherfucking
14
random
men
ass
already.
names. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, my bad. Go ahead, man.
Word, Lotus, she's a female artist. She tough as hell. Like, she rap like crazy. Low Key, Loso. We got a good amount of artists. Peso. We got a good amount of artists and shit. Part of the squad or whatever. And the team, like, the team is actually pretty strong. Like, I think everybody's like real talented in their own way. Like, Wayne got his energy is crazy.
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying? And Lay's, the way his voice carries the beat is just like it's captivating on some shit. So it's just like it's a lot of just different aspects of the team. We all so different. It's just I guess it all just comes together the right way when everybody, comes together. And then we on some shit like, if one person make it, we all make it. Just like every team should be. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, that's BCCMJ, Brick City Cartel Music Group.
Now, were they around before and then you joined up, or?
Nah, we actually, no. So Lay's, he had a team called Gifted Minds. And I was by myself. I was dolo. So I ain't really every time, they would like, we would perform. It'll be me and Lays, but niggas would ask like, "Yo, is he part of Gifted Minds? He part of Gifted Minds and shit?" And I would just be like, I'm just me. I just be chilling. You know what I'm saying? And then one time we had opened up for Future. We had took like a 5-hour trip out to Rochelle in New York, and we got a homie. His name's Caesar. He runs an Instagram account called Newark Season, what he does, and that was where Brick City Cartel was clothing at first. So that started basically, and he was like Newark made stuff, made in Newark, like all those different quotes he had on like hats, dad hats and shit. And
that's what that was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Word,
all right.
Exactly.
I almost got one, but I'm not from Newark, so I ain't.
But see, that's why, and that's what we actually was working on. Like we trying to make, like now we got one made in Jersey, like Jersey made. So it's more universal.
You know I got you. Make one for Florida so I can wear it.
Stop it.
Oh, wow. Yeah, definitely got to do that. Word.
Just one.
I think they got one. I think they got a Miami made.
Yeah, but
okay.
He wants
Florida. Just gotta say Florida.
I want to be universal, baby. Why can't be universal, man? Just be hating. It be on your own team.
Right.
But word, so we just took this long ass drive out to Rochelle, and we was just like basically like, yo, why don't we hit up Seas and make this shit Brick City Cartel like a big movement on some shit. Like you just gotta make it just a big ass movement. Like you never know what this shit could be. Like we could, once we really pop or whatever, it could be like everybody in Newark just know Brick City Cartel and they be part of that shit, and it's like we just be like a big ass, not a violent mob, but we'd be like a big ass mob movement. You know what I mean? Big movement. Yeah. And then we chopped it up with him and shit like that. We was just like, yo, I'm about to put BCCMG in my bio right now. And then that's how we all just became one after that. And then we fucked the performance. So that shit was body. That shit was like amazing. So that's probably the best performance I've been part of. So yeah, that shit. That's basically how that started up. BCCMG.
Yeah, that's what's up. I mean, that's how it goes, man. When people get together and link up and put all their powers into one thing instead of everybody trying to do their own separate thing.
Yeah, exactly.
The resources, get better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The product gets better.
Yeah.
Movement gets bigger.
Right.
You can move a little better. You know what I mean? So
yeah, you can't move by yourself. I feel like anybody that think that they could just do this shit by themselves, they're not gonna get nowhere. Because first of all, I don't know what y'all believe in, but first of all, you gotta do shit with God. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So after that, you gotta have a team behind you. You gotta have a support team behind you, because that's the only way you're gonna get somewhere.
Yeah, trust me.
I
know. You know what I mean? Yeah, thanks. Can't do this shit alone at all. So Goodfellas, right? What is Goodfellas?
Troublemakers. No, he stopped.
So Goodfellas, we basically we do events and stuff like that, and it's not just party events. Like what we've had so far, we've had 3 party events. First, we had the Henny Day Cookout. We had
Anything's possible, baby.
We had Summer Madness, and now recently we had March Madness, and all them shits we packed them out between 400 and 600 people and shit. So we just basically it's like a good 7 of us in a group, and we just put our bread together, and we just bring these events out so that we can kind of bring Jersey together and have networking and all that shit. Something just like what Secret Society is doing, you know what I mean? Just be able to network with different people and stuff like that.
I just talked about, I just sent you, this is what I was talking, I just sent a text to her the other day, I want to do something like that, like every month, have kind of like a
Jersey link up.
Yeah, just a vibing thing, you know what I mean? People come and network, and then we'll have performances and all that shit. We're going to talk after this.
Word up, hell yeah, because that shit is important, man. Like, you see niggas down south in Atlanta and stuff, they all come together. They all go to the same Magic strip club down south. You know what I mean? They all go to that shit, and everybody, no matter what, if I'm just somebody that don't nobody know, and then you got the Migos or some shit, I'm sure, the Migos would bring me in,
that's how it goes, though, because the Migos wasn't somebody, and Future wasn't somebody. Future used to roll with Outkast and them back in the day. You know what I mean? Say open for them. He's part of Dungeon Family.
Yeah, exactly.
But nobody knows that, even though it's big ass tattoos on his arm. Yeah. But the thing I like about being in the South is not only do they go to the same strip clubs and all that stuff.
The support's there.
It's so spread out, so you're not driving from studio to studio. Like New York got 18 studios you can go to. Right. But in Atlanta, back in the day, it wasn't a lot. So you would find like a 2 Chainz, a T.I., or Gucci Man,
all at one studio
at the same time. Then they end up making a song together. That's how you get all of the. That's how Atlanta grew. So that's why Atlanta is like the
that's why they have so many features
of America.
Exactly.
That's why, because they be in the studio, right?
I ain't think of that.
That's but when I've talked to artists before, and I'm like, yo, hit me up. I'll come to the studio and hang out, link up and shit, bring somebody through. Like they looking at me like I'm crazy, but I'm from the South. That's what they do. Like. You can, I'm telling you.
I think it's because up here, everybody's like so self-conscious about
really
people jacking they swag and they style and shit.
Is.
Like, so just bringing anybody into your studio session, you're like,
Yeah, my thing is like, that's facts. Like I tell people my ideas because I don't give a fuck because I know I'm gonna make another dope one anyways. Exactly. So if you take it, you ain't gonna do it like I'm gonna do it because I got the vision. I just told you the idea. I didn't give you the details on how to.
Exactly. It come from a lack of confidence that a lot of these niggas got, bro. They think that somebody, I can't show him because they gonna take my. That shit is a lack of confidence. That means that you can't make some shit like you just said. Yeah. I mean, you can't make nothing better.
Yeah. I feel like those are also the people who are kind of like insecure and just not saying bandwagon kind of, but people just like, maybe I should just be a rapper. Just like jump into it and then really realize now they're being self-conscious and like really like. All right, maybe this ain't for me, and they have somebody who comes through who's fire, and now it's like, nah, he can't be in here. I feel like it's maybe just like competition in a sense. Exactly. Yeah. So it's like probably trying to prove themselves, like, maybe I could do this, maybe I can't do this, and then you have somebody come and probably show you, like, you shouldn't be doing this. Yeah, like, it's probably why.
But then nobody want to be a ghostwriter anyway, so somebody come in there and really.
But that's my thing.
I wouldn't mind being a ghostwriter.
I was just thinking that.
I got way too much shit.
I'm gonna give you a quick example, like. Of course, the song I told you to listen to. Like, when I read that junk years ago, one of my boys was like, yo, when you come to the studio, you can write for me. I was like, yo, whenever you want it. And still to this day, he never hit me up. It's like, yo, come in.
Yeah, people don't be serious, man.
Like, that's what I'm saying. I was like, when you serious about something, you got to use every type of connection you have to get where you need to go.
But that's how, and people ask me all the time, like, how's the South so, like, prominent now? It's because, like, you'll be in a studio, and the whole studio have, like, 5 recording booths. And in one recording booth, you got like Zaytoven making a beat. You got like Metro Boomin in another one. You got like 2 Chainz in another one. You got Outkast in another one. Andre 3000 riding a bike all over the place. Like you got mad random shit. And people poke their head out like, hey, because they all come from everybody come from the bottom. Yeah. Like in the South, we ain't have like. We didn't have. It's not like up here where you can.
No.
Like,
I was gonna say.
That shit. It's
do
like,
you think too? It's also because of like, because my uncle always says that he lives in Atlanta. He's like, yo. Southerners are just more friendly.
That's like, very family.
Very family. Like when I went down there, everybody like, hey, I'm like, damn, I don't want to talk to every single, like, come on, like up here, nobody got time for that.
So like, people, I take that to business too. People look at me like I'm crazy when I be like, yo, let's just come through and just hang out.
No, I don't know you like that.
That's because Jersey, we fucked up in the head.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's like, we always mad at everybody.
I ask people that too, like, why are you so, what the fuck are you mad about?
That cop is giving me that dance ticket.
But of course, like if everybody has their own little flavor going on, if we all bring together, everybody
That's what
wins.
I'm saying.
Everybody
it's not like, I'm telling you,
I could let you listen to a few people that's on my Facebook that records, and you're like, you know what, this song is trash, but the next one be good. And then somebody else be like, good. And I'm like, I want them to link up, but they never link up.
Do it.
And that's why I like this, right? So this is like media. Like media and like DJs and shit is what links like music together, right? So there might be a guy like the guy we did last week. You might not know him. You know what I mean? But
Ocho Ak. He's from PA. Ocho Ak, like he's part of the. I always know him. I know him from college. It's different. I call him
yeah, Maya knows everybody. She be calling everybody by their middle name. But my point is the fact that I know both of y'all and like be like, yo, I got this beat I want y'all to work on together. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's in that link. That's what I'm trying to do with this. That's why this is why this is called the platform.
Yeah, fact.
You know what I mean? To provide a guy because I couldn't find nobody to give me a platform, so I created one for people who need one. Yeah, you know what I mean? So then, like, especially when the weather breaks and my leg gets a little better. I plan to do hella shit like festivals, all kind of shit. You know what I mean? Jersey don't really have that. We got a summer jam and a powerhouse, but there's no Coachella for this. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah, bro.
That was the 4th of July stuff on the
stuff like that. You know what I mean? Charity events. And
exactly.
Like you said, festivals or block parties, all that type of shit. Just to bring this.
We're gonna make some. We're gonna shake some shit. We're gonna make some.
I feel like Jersey's slowly on the come up.
Definitely.
like it's a slow come up, but we're definitely doing a lot of things from different groups, like especially in the Essex County area. I don't know about like from Central Jersey down, but I know like up north, it's a lot of work going on, man. It's a lot of work going on. Why you laughing? I was looking down on the house going on.
Oh, yeah, Carell you from Central Jersey or South Jersey?
Well, Long Branch is kind of central.
Yeah, you central.
Nah, but they doing their shit though. They doing their numbers down south.
Okay, so
I got
like South
my
Jersey.
nigga Joe Collins, he doing his thing down South Jersey. Yeah, he just packed out a show
I just
like
talked out
500
my ass,
people
basically.
down South Jersey. Word up.
Yeah, I got a girl
thing.
who just got in a building for like events and stuff, her own building and stuff. So man, we gonna make some shit shake, man.
I fuck with South Jersey. I used to have the mentality of like North Jersey is Jersey. But then, I used to have that mentality.
Okay, I think that's why I just said that, because it's like Jersey up here, like I'm used to seeing more stuff
we
like
just used
up
to
here.
it, you know what I mean?
But that's why.
Once you go down there, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, all right, this is
different
Jersey.
vibe.
Yeah, I learned Jersey because when I first, I came up here to play basketball. Yeah. So you got to play all over the state. You know what I mean? So, like one of my best friends from college lives in Piscataway. I got another friend, Brookdale. Okay. Another friend in like Monmouth, so you know what I mean. So you get to see like different areas. True. So I used to be around dudes who be like, "Yo, South Jersey, them bums, country bumpkins and shit." Right. Like, no, y'all pretty much the same. It's not much different than here in Trenton. You know what I mean?
It's true.
You know what I mean? So I definitely think like Jersey is one of those places where it's so much. Yeah. But nobody really. Like, well, I don't know about now. I think it's starting to come to now, but a lot of people didn't recognize it at first.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody was New York.
Exactly.
I got to get to New York.
Exactly.
But that shit gets expensive.
Yeah.
And it's a lot cheaper to just build some shit right here when you have more than enough.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And not for nothing, Jersey lit, man. It's a lot of shit out here to do, bro.
It is, man.
People don't believe it.
Especially during the summertime, it's mad shit out here to do in Jersey. Like,
summertime trying to make shit rock, man. You know what I mean? Like,
you just trying to thought and bop, that's all.
Nah, I don't got no more energy to thought. It's just too much.
Yeah, because you technically handicapped right now, but once that's over.
Nah, even still, I be out of breath. It's too much, man. You got to remember who you texting and shit.
Oh my God.
Not you, Will. You go be a hoe at college. Other than that, but yeah, like now that I'm older, I be wanting to do shit like brunch. Or like day drink.
Yes,
like that.
I do that.
We having a brunch event, nigga. So
when? See, now y'all talking my type of time. Y'all should be too late for my lifestyle.
And we getting into making music videos. So I be wanting niggas to come through and do cameos. And I'm not talking about in front of the grocery store, the bodega. I'm talking about we're writing scripts for movies. For like music videos type shits, like cookouts, or like, you know, when you see people walking outside of the cars and shit. We're trying to make visuals. Like, visuals. So if you need one, holla at your boy, you know what I mean?
Here we
go. My guys here,
you gotta keep it going.
Keep
it
going.
Listen, shameless plug, man. You know,
you gonna make me out here start dropping. Check out We Are Jersey. Turned up, you know, for me.
But I mean, it's so much shit that's going on, and you'd be surprised how everybody knows everybody. Like this girl know everybody. So
it's a good and a bad thing, man.
She be out here working, man. She be working, man.
Which is good, man.
You gotta bust your ass, man. I mean, half the time, half asleep. Texting Nick about Pepper. He don't even know what the hell going on. I really be scheduling shoots like in my sleep. Like I'll be like half asleep. Like wake up like why would I do that? Like I'm not free that day. I be doing that
when I hit our group chat up too. It'd be mad early in the morning.
Yeah, half asleep.
They be like, yo, why you up? I'm fucking trying to win, damn it. I don't know about y'all. We ain't made it yet. It's motivation for me.
I know. I feel like artists though, like y'all got like a time frame, or like people who are like always constantly just trying to build. It's like between midnight and 6 a.m.
Because you know why? You know why? Because that's when like the world shuts down. Like, you know what I mean? It's not many people on Twitter.
It's quiet.
It's like, and then you just land there. And when you lay there, it's like a lot of shit go through your head.
Yeah, I had to actually co-sign with him on that, because there's something I'm laying down, and some like a full poem or something will come to my head. I'm like, yo, I gotta write this down now.
Yeah,
it's like that's when it's true.
And it could be some small shit like the shit with the lights. Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm like, I'll be watching like interviews in the past that we've done that I want more light. Then that shit turned into a 2-hour search on light bulbs. Because I can't text them because I know they're asleep. Yeah. But I do text them knowing I'm not going to get it back until the morning. Yeah. But that's how this shit happens, though.
That's how it works.
So you be up at that hour writing all your stuff, mad late?
Man, I'll be late. Like, for real. I'll be up late sometimes. Like, I'll be needing to get my sleep and shit like that. But Cause me and my girl, we just be up all night, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So then, whenever I take her home or whatever, I just sometimes, you know, what I mean, I might tell her like, "Yo, I'm going to sleep," and then I'll be up.
Go back in.
Because I can't sleep sometimes. You know what I mean? So I understand what you be going through, bro.
Yeah, man.
I always wonder that, like, how do guys, like, I feel like, I don't know if it's like a guy thing, but I feel like that's y'all like working hour. Like, it's like between those hours, late night.
I don't know. I think it's a certain feeling. I don't know what it is. Like the nighttime, and if we off work early morning.
Is when y'all function the most.
I
noticed that. I'm like, yo, I don't get it.
I wake up to take a piss like 4:30 every morning. Yeah. It's like clockwork. And it takes me like at least an hour to go back to sleep.
What?
Because all of the ideas are like rushing in. That's why y'all get
he like, oh, I just let all of that out.
I like it because I drink a lot of water before I go to sleep. Right? So I wake up, you know what I'm saying, go to the bathroom, do my thing. Lay down, try to like relax and go to sleep. Like breathe and shit. And then be like, damn.
Your mind just start going.
What are we gonna do tomorrow? Before I know it, it's like 6:30, the sun coming, I'm like, fuck. Now I gotta be up. But I need to let them know everything I just thought about within the last 2 hours. So it's 6:30 and they're getting all the message. Because if I don't, I was telling them before y'all got here, if I don't do it then, I'm going to forget.
Right.
And I'm not getting up to write this shit down. So I might as well just text it. You know
I mean, you ever be telling your girl, like, yo, babe, remember this?
I haven't.
Has he done that?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
That's like I was about to say, it's like your personal assistant. Like, yo, I need sleep tonight, but can you just remember?
I've been doing that shit too. I've been like, hey, light bulbs, or like, hey, plugs, or mics, and then like she'll say like, what about the mics? Oh yeah, shit.
Yeah,
I feel you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
reminders.
Good. It's good to know I'm not alone. They make me feel like I'm fucking
I'm
crazy.
just saying.
I'm not saying it was crazy. I'm just saying.
I was just asking, is that like your prime time? You ain't got no other time?
Yeah,
like,
I don't know why.
You know, I'm just trying, schedule some stuff.
I don't know why.
You was good. Nothing from AD the whole day.
Till like midnight or like 2 in the morning. Like, why are you up at 3?
Fucking Martin's on, and I'm out. It just made me
by yourself.
You know what I mean? I be up too.
Those are creative hours.
Man.
Yeah,
man.
That's real nigga hours. After booty call hours.
Oh, God.
Anyways, so what are your influences as far as making music goes? Like growing up, who was like?
All right, so my first 2 albums was Infamous Mobb Deep and Nas Illmatic. Shit, those were my first 2 albums. My favorite Nas album is It Was Written. But my first 2 albums was...
You like It Was Written over Illmatic?
Yeah, bro. I love It Was Written, bro. That shit, I be feeling that shit.
Just let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
You don't like Nas?
No, just her facial expression. She just trying to figure something out. Let it
go. Listen, I don't know what the fuck wrong with my co-host. So wait, you take It Was Written over Illmatic?
Yeah, bro. That shit was more like, it was because Nas at that age, he was more polished and he was smarter.
I got you. He was more involved. I got you.
That's why I fuck with that shit more.
Okay.
Like, and the quality was a little more better.
Yeah, because it was after the first album. Exactly. Everybody knew who Nas was and all that. All right.
Can we bring that Nas back? Can we just bring that era of music back?
No.
Okay, can y'all, the new people who out here putting music out, can we get some vibes? Like, I already feel it, but like with a spin to it.
Yeah. What do you feel about music today, like rap music?
Mumble.
Okay, first of all.
Sorry, you weren't asking me.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, I don't think he asked a specific person. He just asked a question.
Exactly. Thank you.
I said to the mumble part. We're gonna get to that part.
Yeah, I think it like changes with time and shit like that. But like, I guess I got like, cause they play it so much, like I kind of got conditioned to just finally like, let me just give this shit a chance. You see what I'm saying? So some of the stuff be I guess the beat is what really make the shit popping. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of the stuff they be talking about be bullshit, bro. Yeah. I don't like a lot of this shit. But at the same time, I understand, I guess, that since it's such like everybody is doing this shit so much, it's so high in demand, I guess it's needed in hip hop because hip hop is such a creative, like it's such a creative genre of music. Yeah. And this shit they take from everything, so it's like I guess I'm like understanding this shit because I used to study hip hop a lot, all these artists and all that shit. So now this new era, at first I wasn't really feeling it, but I mean the only thing I don't really fuck with is all that niggas just running away from their issues, talking about pill popping and
Yes.
and all that type of
I'm
shit.
glad that we can all agree on that.
I had lean, and that shit is not cool.
Yeah,
right?
I used to fuck with that shit, and that shit ain't.
That shit is not. No. That's how you slump.
Yeah, all the
I
drugs
had
and
friends
shit
who
is
did that in
like.
college. I'm like, why you look like that? Like, you need to
Yeah,
move.
word.
Like, let's go.
Why you look like that? That shit will literally have you.
Yeah, just mad
bro.
slow.
Like niggas I grew up with, like back in the day, niggas would talk about rap about selling the shit. Now niggas is literally
doing
turning
it.
their
Back
addicts.
then, everybody was a seller. Now everybody's a user.
Exactly. I mean, which wasn't a good thing back then. They
No,
selling
it's
shit.
not.
But now they actually do it like in the music video.
Exactly, bro.
Like that's
Popping the
crazy
pills
part.
on their tongues and all that, and it's like
nah.
it just turned into like I mean, because that's how I feel like
That's a new gateway.
hard metal rock.
Yeah, okay.
That's how that was that style. Not
We're having a lot more rock stars.
gothic
in.
kind of, you know what I
yeah.
mean? But I think that's what they call it now. They call it like emo rap.
Yeah.
So I think that's where that shit comes
So
from.
does
Garage
Lil
rock.
Uzi
a lot
fall
of
under
hurt-
that?
Yeah,
A
a lot of hurt dudes out here
Yeah.
making music, and that's how they cope. Like in Future, I love Future. He headed all that shit.
Yeah.
Like Future would say like, "I'm ready to die. Let me drink this lean," and we'll be like, "Yeah," you know what I'm
Word.
saying? That's how that shit
So
goes.
when Wayne was
Facts.
saying it,
Word
nobody
up.
was paying. All right, never mind.
Well, Wayne too.
But Wayne did
But
it in
that's
an artistic
different.
way.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess that's
He
what
had
I mean.
bars
Like,
with
Yeah,
that
that's
shit.
what-
Clever.
that
He
was
clever.
okay. So
you
that
know
was
what I
the
mean?
difference. Can we
Yeah.
get Wayne like mumble rap? That's
It was
like
like
mumble
it was
rap.
like when Wayne would
But-
do it. It was like his wordplay. Like he wouldn't necessarily say he was doing it. He would say like he would put it in like a metaphor,
Yeah.
so it would like flow. And you're like, okay.
Nowadays you're just
Nigga,
saying
Now,
it. It's just
nowadays
like,
it's
alright.
like, give me my lean, give me my lean.
Yeah,
give me
that's
my
what I
lean,
mean.
give
It's
me my lean.
like-
Pop my pill.
Facts.
That was
Word
yo.
up,
You
though.
should drop that.
I should.
Word up.
And it's
That's
a fucking
single.
it's a fucking contradiction
That's
because
a single.
Pop that.
because lean does not make you go woo. It makes you like go woo. You know what I mean? So
Facts.
you pop the pill and you do the lean to even out, which is fucking stupid.
Right.
But
This is
But
too
my
much
thing
to
is,
this.
these niggas talking about all this pain and all that shit, but they taking downers to bring them down even more. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly,
And that's what's
exactly.
really retarded about
That's
the
why I
whole
feel like it's mumble rap. They just in the like so foggy. There's
Yeah.
like there's no clear message.
that's-
I don't know what
but
you're
that's what
talking
it is,
about
though.
except for ass and titties.
When you're actually doing
and
the
drugs.
drugs, ass and titties is great. When you're doing the when you're doing the drugs, when you're doing the
said
drugs,
no.
that's,
You over there
that's how
trying
it
to read
comes
it,
out.
anything like that?
But I was just talking about the other day because I used to do the music thing and I have beats and stuff like just a lot of beats, right? And I want music to, well, not all the music, but this part of music to go back to when it was fun, like the Tupac, like I Get Around days. You know what I mean? To like
Facts.
nothing but a G thing days. You know what I
Word.
mean? Cookouts and
Word up.
pulling girls' tops off and shit,
Yeah, that-
and blurring it out to YouTube, like that kind of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
He said, "Yeah, that ass."
that's a vibe, and our generation sucks because we'll like tweet all day like, damn, yo, bring this back, but then we don't bring it back. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
true. That's true.
I want to bring back fun to hip hop, man.
Because
Okay.
I
Yeah,
don't
the
think
shit is
some
sad.
people
It's sad
can.
now.
I don't think some people can bring it back. That's the problem.
I feel like, do you
Some
think that
people
we're
can.
stuck now? Like,
Some
it's
people
not that
can.
we're stuck. Like,
It's so easy. It's so
yeah.
easy to just talk about
That's what I'm
pain and
saying.
pills and all that shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's so easy. To talk
Everybody
about that
hurt.
shit.
Everybody know how to have
So
fun.
point
Like
out
you
you
said,
listen to
it's
some
not
good
that
shit
easy
on
for some
Sanga.
niggas to do that shit.
yeah. Like I can. Everybody's wanted to cry before, but not everybody has pulled a bra off a girl. You know what I mean? Like
I have.
you know what?
You heard that quiet, right?
You know what?
So
It is what it is. But what I'm saying is, not everybody has that opportunity. But everybody's been hurt, so it's easier to rap about that shit than to rap about having fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
well,
Crazy.
this is
I don't care. We gonna create that shit. Music videos, all that. We gonna create that shit, man.
Word.
We gonna make that shit happen.
Word,
Bring
man.
back
That's
all the 90s
definitely gotta
vibes.
bring that shit back, bro. I mean, history repeats itself, so
Yeah.
eventually
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
gonna
that's
happen.
yeah, that's why I told
Word up.
my little man's of mine, like, it's the cycle.
Exactly, bro.
Yeah. So
This cycle just completely new though. I ain't never.
no. That's what I mean.
Word
Like
up.
what? Like who? This somebody need to put
Word
an
up.
end to this.
I don't even know what the next like. I don't even know. Like I remember you got the early 2000s and it was still boom bap-ish a little bit, but and then it just started. You know when Kanye dropped the 808s and Heartbreaks and shit like that. All them 808s started coming.
I think
in.
Kanye did.
Please don't blame this.
I'm not gonna blame
No,
the
no, no.
bullshit on
No,
that.
not the bullshit.
But the sound
It started.
is definitely Kanye 40 Shabib type shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Like
Kanye, he is. I was reading something about that the other day. Kanye is responsible for a lot of the music we hear, and it's like one of those things where you do something right, like, but somebody else tries to emulate it, but they can't do it as good as you. So it don't come out as good as you.
Right.
But everybody
at some point it gets catchy.
Like the younger generation, their generation don't know that College Dropout came out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like they wasn't around when that was new.
Right.
But nobody was wearing pink polos and Louis Vuitton backpacks. Now it's cool to do.
Word up.
I mean, so they're here for the trend and not for like the switch.
Word up. You know what I mean? Like I think it's like 4 niggas that really changed the like how the sound is now today. I think it's Kanye, one of them. I think Drake and 40.
Yeah.
Chief, had to say Chief Keef.
Yeah.
And when Rick Ross, whoever the production of BMF and all that shit, I think Rick Ross and that producer, whatever, I think that shit switched the game up because now all you hear a lot of BMF sounds.
Yeah.
You hear a lot of the 40 Shabib, Drake, The Weeknd, Party Next Doors, all that type of shit. You know what I mean?
We're not gonna talk about my babies like that.
No, but I'm not saying it's bad.
Party.
I'm not saying it's bad. But
I'm not saying it's bad, but they have switched the game.
You don't get a Bryson Tiller if you don't have Drake.
Word, exactly.
Which is true.
Or Tory Lanez.
Yeah, which is definitely true. They all find under the crying.
Everybody sound like Chicago. In Baltimore, I'm seeing a lot of niggas sound like Chicago. In Philly, a lot of niggas sound like Chicago. I mean, Philly got their own little style.
Yeah.
They some rapping ass niggas. I ain't gonna
it's just like
me. But
crack.
Them niggas be spitting.
I mean, when I went to school out there and they used to have like little functions, they always used to get people from Philly who rapped and stuff to come on. They used to be out there.
Niggas. They got their own
sound. They do this shit like, I swear battle rap had to come from Philly. They always,
I think so too.
Even when they start even like when they make songs, they start their rhymes. Hey, yo, I said, listen. The beat be going. Yo, quiet down. Hold it down. Let me get my shit off. You know what I mean? Then they start rapping. But I agree. Philly definitely got some spitters.
Yeah,
man.
them niggas spit their ass off.
Shout out to Philly. We need to get down to Philly.
I like Philly.
Sniff the air.
That's one of my favorite teams. Sniff the air.
Yeah, I think you just need to get out the house. Yeah.
Well, I mean that figuratively though.
Oh God, he
that's
said
true.
just.
I had leg surgery, so I've been on my knee surgery, so I've been in the house.
Damn.
That's why you really just need to get out the house, like just.
But when I say sniff the air, I mean get out there and see what's.
That was really good.
What's shaking down there?
Philly lit, bro. I love Philly. I'm an Eagles fan, so
you are.
So
I went out there for the Super Bowl. And
I was about to say you were super.
Couple of summers out there, we lit.
I spent a lot of time in Trenton, so I know a lot of people from that area.
Oh, all right, word. Yeah, bro. I love Philly, bro.
Got a couple of friends from college from out there, so showing some love, getting down on their little strip that they got some really good food over there. I'm telling you.
Oh, South Street.
South Street. Thank you.
South Street.
I've been there once.
Listen.
Is that by? That's not by Temple, is it?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
It's like not far. It's not far. It's not far, but it's like it's definitely close. Yeah. Yeah. Right. But trust me, it's lit. All the food and just.
Yeah, my cousins are shop there.
So nice. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Fat Tuesdays. They drinks be popping.
Yeah.
What's the shit in Atlantic City that they got? It's just like it got like a slushy drink.
So there's Fat Tuesdays and there's Froggies.
Wet Willie's. They had that in Miami.
No, I threw up off of Wet Willie's in Miami and threw up.
The thing about like Wet Willie's, because that's why I had mine in Miami.
Okay.
Right? And the thing about Wet Willie's is like everybody thinks like. Just because it's a slushy, that shit weak.
Yeah,
no,
but
I learned the hard way.
Yeah, that shit sneak up on you. And it's hot down there. So you drinking all that liquor, take your ass across the street to the beach and faint.
I didn't have that choice. I had to get in the Uber, and Poppy was driving at like 15 miles the whole time, going through South Beach, and I'm like, "Sir, we live another 20 blocks." I'm like, "Rapido, Poppy," because I'm about to throw up in this back seat. Like, it was bad. Wet Willie's was bad. Like,
slow down on the Wet Willie's.
I didn't. Nobody told me this, and I was sitting there. I drank like 2 slushies.
But see, you know, what I hear though is a lot of people from up here when they go down to the south. That's the south.
No, that's what happened. I was wilding.
You know what I mean? It is what it is. We about to get lit.
Yep.
Nobody
drink. Go south, like Florida south, or
man. Nobody. When people from up here they go down, they think Florida's like sweet. Like it's just cool.
It's parties and food.
Exactly.
I don't know when I went. That's what every time I went, I threw up.
I've had people like, hey, all y'all do is party. All right, take your ass down there if you want to. had his wet willies. Take your ass to King of Diamonds and live on Sundays.
I did go to live on Sundays and it was lit. Passed out on the floor like, damn, we gotta go home.
The mystique is Sundays, but live is lit like all the fucking time. So, cause
I want to go out there, bro.
Yeah, because like when you think about it, like when artists go, they go during the week because that's their off time. You know, because they perform a lot on weekends. And when everybody else is off. Yeah. Like, so they go in there. That's when they usually throw their money during the week. So live is always. Live is always.
Yeah, when we went to live, it was because my friend was like, Chris Brown gonna be there. We gotta go. And he never even showed up. I was like, so we just came in here, did all of that, had to get dressed early. A little promoter friend had us in here. Like, this is that wild. I'm just like,
did you slap a butt cheek?
No. But some girl tried to kiss me and I wasn't with it. Like, I don't like girls pressing up on me that I don't know. Like, it's different if I know you, but if I don't know you, got back up. Like, it's just
making out with random chicks.
You know, it's just like I don't know you. Like, I'd rather make out with somebody that I know. Like, oh girl, that's different. But if I don't know, he's like,
Will make out with random chicks at college. Mark that down too.
Be careful.
My man's going. He's going to Syracuse.
No. But be careful. That's how you catch mono.
Listen, man, you go catch your mono, bro. You got insurance. Take your ass.
Don't listen to AD. Just end up with mono like, damn, he ain't never told me.
He gonna call AD like, yo, AD, man, I don't know what happened.
Right? You never told me about this side of
it. You said go kiss every girl. Like, come on.
Oh, man. All right, so moving right along, damn it. There was a song that stuck out to me, other than Sonico. Is it Big Man, Little Man?
Word.
Right? Now, is that you speaking from your father's perspective?
Yeah, the first verse is my father's perspective. First verse is my father talking to me.
Yeah, and then
second verse
you responding, right?
Exactly.
Okay, I thought so.
Word.
All right, tell me about that, man, because it always amazes me when people can dig in. You know what I mean? Because that comes from a vulnerable space.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So what put you in the mindset to write a song like that?
I mean, I was just like there's just be a lot of shit going on with. I mean, that's that whole situation. So like I was telling you before, the shit real therapeutic and shit. So basically, like in order for me to get that shit off of my chest, I just had to write a little something. Like I remember I wrote the first verse and I spit it to my girl or whatever over the phone, and she was like, "Yo, that shit hard. That shit sound deep. It might not sound as clear because you know it's over the phone, but she was fucking with it. So I'm like, I bet. Now I gotta just respond. I gotta make a little response and shit. And it just come basically from like me and my pops. We ain't had the best relationship growing up, just like a lot of people with their father and shit like that. We ain't had the best relationship. We ain't had no relationship, so we wasn't really cool like that. And then like we be fighting and all that type of shit, like fist fighting, going to backyard, we really squabble, all that shit. You know what I'm
black
saying?
People shit.
Word up. So and then he which is fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it is fucked up.
Okay, that's why I just looked at it.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy because we just talking about it so
norm.
Because
I've been there.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna wait till you finish your story and then I'm gonna jump in because y'all know me. I'm from Africa, so
you from Wakanda and shit. So your father's is
right. Like Drake said, black sad story. Another black American dad story.
Yeah.
American shit. You feel me? We fucked up. You know what I'm saying? It's sad, and it's like the American family is so broken. It's just like I just felt like I had to talk about it in a way, and then you know all the other shit that the personal shit that went on and whatever. I was just basically saying like because I'm at a point now. It's like sometimes you could become the parent to your parents.
Yep.
You can start taking care of them. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be like that, but it happens. Life happens and shit. And so I was just basically speaking to him as far as like, yo, I understand because now me and my pops we chop it up and shit like that because I'm a man now and I understand how hard this shit really
trials
is.
and tribulations.
You know what I mean? Exactly. So back then I was just a rebel. I didn't
just angry,
fuck with no authority. Like I got expelled sophomore year with me and Maul and shit like that. We had to go through homeschool. I was talking shit to my teachers, calling them racist and all that shit because the high school we went to was a balance. You know what I mean?
It was like,
what high school you went to?
Going for high.
Oh. So you got black people, Spanish people, and white people and shit like that. And then
mad
you
clicky
got
too.
Word up, real clicky and shit. Exactly. And then you got like in Bloomfield, you got the south part
Yeah, there's literally a split up. It's like south side, north side.
Word up. Well, niggas, when all everybody, and then you got Washington area where everybody from either north or if they from EO. And everybody, niggas is still hood, but, you know, we just all together now.
Yeah.
And then you got, you know, the suburban area of north and shit like that. Word. So, and I was just so, like I did not fuck with authority. Then you got the cops. Niggas was racist. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been times when I was just walking, like...
No, Bloomfield PD?
As kids, word. Like, you just walking as a kid. Like, we 15 years old. Niggas is throwing us on cop cars and shit like that because they had a fight. Somebody had a fight up the block. Yeah. Any random black person they see, they pulling up on them and shit like that. Throwing them on a car and putting them in the car and shit. And it's just like... All that type of shit just was built up anger. You know what I'm saying? Built up anger from North. Built up anger from EO. Built up anger from... Bloomfield, every city, and you know what I'm saying? Every city in Essex County just is like, they just fuck you up, so you just don't like authority. And that shit could derive from, you know, home.
Yeah.
Right? Pops telling you all this type of shit, you know. But then now you learn, you know, as you get older, as a man, you get more mature, you just be like, yo, like, I was wilding at some points, you know what I mean? And then, but now I kind of understand what this nigga was going through, because he was always in the streets and shit just like me or whatever. And it's just like, you start to understand, you start to chop it up with him, learn different stories that he been through. Y'all basically go back and forth and shit. Yeah. And then y'all get cool, and then, you know, that's just that type of shit. You know what
so I was listening to the album, right? And I heard her name Maya a couple times. Who is Maya?
Maya's my little sister. Okay. Yeah, Maya, my little sister.
Not you, Maya.
No, listen, Bloomfield had a lot of Mayas.
He wasn't like rapping 50. About you, Maya.
Duh, stupid.
Or, yeah, Maya,
we really don't know that. I don't know.
It's a joke.
No, I know.
But yeah, Maya, my little sister and shit, and that's like, you know, basically like she'd tell you, like, you know, yeah, he was just basically like a father figure in the house type shit. You know what I mean? And I just take her and my mother real personal and shit. You know what I mean? And then my girl, you know what I mean? She became part of the family. You know what I mean? So it was just like, relax.
Yo, you just made the African come out. I was like, I heard that. I was like, yeah.
But words, so yeah, like, you know, I take women very personally. I'm very protective. You know what I'm saying? So
same here.
Word, exactly. Like,
even
I'm noticing that about, like, as I grow older, like the men that are around me, mad protective.
Yeah, if you work with me or if you, like, you know, family or like friends, I'm super protective.
Word.
And like, she has 2 little goddaughters. These little girls, like, as tough as you are as a man, you know what I mean? And I have a little sister. My little sister's 10. Yeah. Back in Florida. As tough as you are as a man, nothing makes you more soft than a little girl.
Yeah, word.
You know what I mean? And then there's 2 of them that live next door, and then my sister at home. So trust me, I get it.
Word, bro.
I will, like, shoot a nigga. No thoughts. No questions.
Go to jail smiling.
It was worth it.
Mugshot. No, I mean, knock. I need some wood. You won't have to do that and shit. But I bust your head. No thought about it. No second thoughts.
So I get it. Gotta be, bro.
And you have a song dedicated to them on that album too.
Bro. And it's about we gotta protect our women, bro. Yeah. I feel like
we gotta do that, especially black women.
Exactly, bro. We gotta protect them and shit like that because they go through a lot of shit too, just like we do. So yeah. You know what I mean? I'll be talking my shit about. I don't want to make it sound like I'm just super, like, you know, like super on the feminist side, like, you know what I mean? But I do believe in, like, protecting women. You know what I mean?
Of course,
I do disagree with some things, but I do believe in, like, we do have to protect our women because everybody else do it with their cultures.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
I agree, man. I agree wholeheartedly. So I try to, even the goddaughters, they're Dominicans, but I still try to tell them, like, you know what I mean? This is how y'all need to be treated. Excuse me. This is how y'all need to, you know, carry yourselves or portray yourselves. You know what I mean? Don't sit this way. Don't talk this way. I might curse a lot around them, but, you know, that's what it is.
But black and Spanish people, man, we all in the same, bro.
I noticed. Only difference is they call their dances something else, and they speak a different language.
They speak a different language.
But you know what I mean? They just like we use like Lowry seasoning salt, they use Goya for everything. Just like we electric slide. Just like we use electric slide, they do bachata for everything. Right. It's all the same.
That bachata give you a good workout.
Absolutely. It do. I be getting all the abuelitas, man. I'm telling you. And the tias, man.
Here you go. Trying to bag everybody
ain't
on
nobody ask you all that questions.
Right?
Damn, maybe your own team hating on you. Bachata is the dance of love, man. So I've heard. So abuelitas, holla at your boy. But no, I agree, man. I agree wholeheartedly. I mean, you know something else I noticed too?
What?
Like the hoods in up here are way different than the hoods like
hell yeah.
in where I'm from.
Yeah.
Right? First of all,
yeah.
y'all hoods is blessed. Right?
Wait, what? That's what I was about to say. Please explain. What do you mean blessed?
I'm gonna tell you, right? Now, don't get me wrong. There's a hood everywhere. Now, I'm not saying y'all are like, you know what I mean? Y'all don't have struggle. That's not what I'm saying at all, right? Because everybody has a hood. Everybody has a struggle, right? What I'm saying is, when I first came up here, right? I come from like the country in Florida, right? Our house was on cinder blocks. You know what I mean? There was like a little hole in the wall where I used to sleep. You know what I mean? That's what snakes and shit story, the alligator story and shit. Okay. You know what I mean? So wild times.
I'm like trying to figure out like where we going?
Off air, bro. But when I came up here, like it was like multifamily homes and shit. I was like, yo, this shit is dope. Like, this shit is cool, right? I first moved to Patterson. That was my first time. I was like, yo, this shit is alright. You know what I mean? This is moving up. Until niggas start shooting in broad daylight.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a little too real. You know what I mean?
It's because there's so many fucking people out here.
Yeah, that's what it is, man. I be a little nervous when the weather get warm, man. Y'all, a lot of people go crazy, man.
That's how I feel right now living in Patterson, nigga. I'm like, yeah,
that's true though. It's because you know everybody be in so long in the winter, like you know what I mean. It's March and we're still like you know what I mean. You're not outside of the cookout.
Yeah.
But in Florida, like everybody's outside all the time. So I get it.
Do you think that's why like up north we're not as friendly? We don't got good weather.
We always seeing people.
Everybody in Jersey is nicer in the summer.
Like that's one thing I got. Like I think it's the
during
weather.
The winter, the leaves fall off the trees. God damn.
I can see that. Yeah, most people die in the summertime. That's true too, though.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy, man. Like that is true. Y'all are way more hospitable in the summer.
It's the weather, I'm telling you.
Yeah, it is. I think, but I mean, we are a part of the universe and all that shit. So
yeah,
that's another topic for another day too.
Yeah, up north is just fucked up because it's like if you living like if you like in the hood or you around the hood, whatever, and you got at least one homie dying every. Like I've had one homie die every single year.
Yeah.
For some years, I'm talking about years. That shit is fucked up. I know it's a lot of people in your hood, you know what I mean, that same situation. But that shit just fucked up, you know what I mean? That's how it is a lot. Like up here, sometimes it'd be 2 homies, 3 homies dead. Like once, like at least one time out the year. Like I remember maybe 3 years ago, it was 10 murders in 10 days. So so one person died a day over the course of 10 days and shit like that. And out of those 10 days, I knew at least 4 people.
Wow.
Yeah, it's wild.
And that shit word up. Like,
yeah, man. It always sucks too. And I want to, end on a somber note, but it does suck that, like, when I be away from home and I be hearing about people who die and all that stuff, and then it's like, damn, like, then you got a decision like, yo, do I make this flight to make this funeral, like, to then get there and somebody else die, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so it can be crazy. So that's why that's why shit like this is necessary, man. That's why I tell people, like, I don't care nobody talking about, oh, another rapper. I don't give a fuck. You want to rap. Because it's better than you running in their house. You know what I mean? Running in their car.
It is something productive, yeah.
Yeah, man. Be productive. And you never know what can happen, man.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you fucking
But I do think, though, we still do need more, like, productive outlets other than just, like, rappers. Because I feel like nowadays, everybody's about to be a rapper. Everybody's about to be a model. Everybody's about to be, like, doing media. But at the same
time, though, if you think about it, just because that's only because that's in the limelight. You got a whole bunch of motherfuckers that want to be doctors, a whole bunch of people that want to be lawyers.
Yeah, definitely true.
And
but I mean, like hood wise.
But you starting to see now because be doing this, you got to be like social media like on a lot. Yeah. I'm starting to see like people who are chefs. You know what I mean, getting that look. You know what I mean, people who are painters. You know what I mean, graffiti artists. Because social media.
Speaking of painters, shout out to Slim, to Nick for sure.
Yeah. People they're getting that light now. So guys who are going to Yale at a young age or who are lawyers now, they're starting to get that shine because social media is making them cool because they had the same haircuts as the rappers.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So we're getting there. We're getting there.
It's a slow incline.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Yeah.
But that's why, like, on this too, I don't want to just, you know what I mean? I mean, no offense, I don't want to just do music. You know what I mean? I want to have doctors and, you know what I mean, neurosurgeon and some shit
Breakfast Club do that shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, why can't we? You know what I mean? So
I know some doctors coming up, some neurosurgeons coming up.
Yeah, man. Let's.
Who don't you know?
Right?
Listen, my friends are jacks of all trades. Okay. Oh, also, guys, I am a notary. If you need stuff notarized,
nice. You got a stamp?
Yeah, everything sealing off.
I'll see you next year.
Right? And with that note, before we get out of here, man, shout run down anybody you want to shout out, your team, your social media.
If you got anything upcoming, ain't you doing the
plug all your shit
concert?
Yeah. All right, so I'm about to perform. I'm about to perform at One Revolution and shit May 18th. That shit gonna be a movie.
One Revolution is I think run by Secret Society
event,
which is another like really big Jersey group.
Mad Jersey
artists under them.
Yeah, we need to
shout outs to Nimi and Secret Society out there.
Yeah, bro. I've been doing a lot of events and shit like that, so definitely gotta connect and shit.
But that's a concert that they have coming up, and he's on the lineup. So
that shit gonna be clean, bro. That shit gonna be clean.
If I'm not on crutches, I don't know. It is hard to be crutches and shit. But keep going.
But yeah, shout out BCCMG. Follow us on the gram. BCCMG. Goodfellas Co. Follow Lay's Cartel. Wayne Marley. Young Poppy. Follow Third Eye Roz. This is my brother right here.
Yeah, we'll talk. Yeah, who was my man you brought here?
Yeah, it's my brother, man. It's my brother Third Eye, man. It's my brother like from since we was young and shit like that. It's like my brother. You know
rap
what I mean?
too?
He does. He actually works. He works for Complex and shit. I don't know if you want to chop it up.
Yeah, man. Hey, come. You work for Complex. Sit your ass here, man. Hey, look, man. Get your shameless plug in. What we at?
Get your plug in. Get your plugs in.
We just hit the hour.
Oh yeah, man. Go ahead, man. Plug your shit. Get to the mic. Get up to the mic.
Lean into it.
What's your name, man? Tell people your name.
Razak, that I Raz on Instagram, Twitter, all that. I'm a videographer, digital editor, director, all that. I work at Complex. I'm actually changing to Hip Hop DX. I'm going to LA in 2 weeks. So
well, congrats.
I'll be a video specialist out there. So
that's what's
up. All right, put a plug in for Complex. We trying to get on.
A word though, yeah. And also, we want to say some more? No.
Good.
He's like, this
is not for me.
I just want him because that's something we was just talking about. You know what I mean? That's black people don't look for like videography and all that shit. Like somebody got to make the rap time.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? So that's a thing that has to happen.
Yeah, facts. And then we also got My Oh My right here. You know what I'm saying? And also she has a business called Cheap Art Dates. I don't know if you want to talk about that.
Plug, support black-owned businesses. Listen, we all about supporting black-owned businesses. I ain't gonna tell you that. Support all businesses, period.
So Cheap Art Dates. Basically, I curate art exhibitions, and I also give you guys ideas of things that you can do when you go see art or galleries in New York, in Newark as well, and I basically provide places that are free or that cost little to no money for people.
That's what's up.
So if you're a guy, you need to follow my page.
Yeah, I was about to say drop your names. That's what I'm saying. Drop the names.
Yeah, plug your shit in.
It's cool because I also provide an item in front of the art pieces that you can buy as a gift or things that you can do for an activity. So it's cool.
Like, so it's like a 2-in-1 you're getting almost.
Absolutely. And then we're planning on doing like adult field trips. So we're all gonna like meet somewhere like Penn Station, and then we'll provide you with like that experience of like going to see art and stuff like that.
What's your Insta? What's everything like?
It's Cheap Art Dates on Instagram.
And that's spelled right? Cheap.
Yeah, okay.
It's
you gotta actually.
Let's say some people be switching it up.
Where we we play a little game called Would You Rather. So like one of our first questions was, would you rather date your ex or date your friend's ex or date your ex's sibling? So
I'd rather date my ex's sibling. I ain't about to come date the friend ex.
It's
like
crazy.
we gonna scrap. She gonna want to share afterwards.
My ex was an only child, so I'm by default.
But nah, it was crazy. So yeah. Y'all can go look at that.
That's
Yeah,
what's up.
that's what's
we gonna be in
up,
touch.
yeah.
I like art and shit. Y'all like? I don't know about you. You from Long Beach.
I like art.
What does me have to be from Longbridge mean?
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Bro.
Like the
Damn,
hell?
bro, don't throw your blue flag at me, bro.
Oh, okay.
You're from where?
Long Branch.
Oh, where? My family's from there.
See?
Word.
Yeah, all right, y'all talk over here. Right?
It's really
I
nice.
cannot.
But nah, see the thing that ever since they built that Pure Village thing, you done took the arcades.
Oh
away
boy,
and
here we go.
everything.
Hey, listen.
I'm just saying. They made it up, bro. They just made it bigger.
Hey,
that's all.
but nah, thanks for joining us, man.
Word, bro. I'll fuck with y'all heavy, man.
Yeah,
Gracias,
good, man.
gracias,
That's what we
gracias.
trying to do, man. We just trying to get fucked with heavy.
What? Pause.
You know what I mean, it is what it is. But we're definitely gonna chop
Maya,
it
just
up.
keep your
We'll
mouth
get
shut
your
from
stuff.
here on out.
You know what I mean?
I can't even.
Stop.
And we're gonna make it happen, man. So, did you plug your social media stuff in here?
Just all social media. Marcus Ariah, MarcusAriah.
Gotcha.
You just follow me. You just type the name in and anywhere and it'll pop up.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
Oh my god.
Hey, on that note, hey, this has been another. You got anything?
Oh,
No,
guys,
no,
that
she gotta
wait,
stay quiet.
No,
Yeah, plug- no,
I
no.
do have something,
Plug your
guys.
shit. Don't you got something to plug too?
Yes, I do. Too much going on. Definitely check out We Are Jersey Diamonds. We're definitely having our annual yacht party on April 28th. So definitely check
That's
out.
my birthday, by the way.
That's B's birthday too. Look at that. We're lit.
Which means I need to get in free.
Okay, you need to talk to her. Because I could only get you the discount. Definitely use my code Maya Black. It's black with a Q, guys. So, shout out, you get discount off of that. I think it's like 10% or something like that. Oh, yeah, definitely go. You can go to my page, check it out. I have the link in my bio. And also check out Jersey Turned Up and the We Are Jersey Diamonds page. It's Diamonds with a Z on Instagram. Definitely see it. We have all the links up there. You can get your tickets from there. All right, guys?
We need to talk to B about getting our spread up.
I'm saying definitely for sure. I'm with that. I'll call her after this.
All right. And this has been another edition of The Platform. And we out, bitches.
See you next week. All right. That was good. Thanks for coming.
You still
Maya, hush.
quiet.
This is a Down to the End exclusive.
Who's calling my phone? The number's unknown. Who could it be? Pick up and see.
Hello?
Mr. Hudson, we gotta tell you,
Who is this?
you're way past due, you're not on schedule.
Oh, come on, man.
Do you check your mail with some several letters?
And I told you I moved.
You try to forget, but we won't let you.
Y'all killing me.
Miss Bill Collector, why you keep calling my phone? This is the third time this week. I told you you would get your money soon as I get back on my feet. I'm trying to sleep, but you wanna harass me by credit. How I'm in debt with my debit and payment plans to collect it. How my credit score's affected. I feel disrespected and now I'm getting agitated. Mailbox is saturated with letters telling me to pay back school loans, but I never graduate. I'm so devastated, cause the papers you sending me is pinning me with penalties and interest fees. Is mentally ending me. You get everything I owe back eventually. Why are you so relentless? Have you ever heard of debt forgiveness? Asking me questions about how I make a living. All of my business ain't none of your business. Wait, how did you get my new digits when I didn't give it? You getting me livid with threats to come visit and repo my Civic. I'm ready to risk my existence if you come with no permission. Phone, the number's unknown. Who could it be? Pick up and see.
Yellow.
Mr. Hudson, we gotta tell you,
May I ask who's calling?
you're way past due, you're not on schedule.
You guys are good. How'd you get this
Did
number?
you check your mail with some several letters?
You know what? I don't have a mailbox.
You try to forget, but we won't let
I
you.
know.
Miss Bill
Mr.
Collector.
Hudson, this call may be monitored.
Sorry, you got the wrong number.
Oh no, sir, we're not mistaken. You've been neglecting your payments. You in so much that it doesn't make sense. If you don't give it up, we gon' take it. We're gonna garnish your wages. We gon' show you we not playing.
Hold up, wait a minute now.
You stay away from my account. The name on the lease belongs to my son. This ain't even my house.
We don't really care what you talking about. We gon' pull up, we gon' put you out. We gon' take everything that you got. Dropping your credit score like it's hot.
I got a degree in psychology. I work at Mickey D's. Show me some sympathy. It's 1 a.m. Are you kidding me?
You got 30 days, Mr. Hudson. 30 days.
Who's calling my phone? The number's unknown. Who could it be? Pick up and see.
Hey, yo, hold on. Let me take this call real quick. Hello?
Mr. Hudson, we gotta tell you.
Oh, my God.
You're way past due. You're not
Listen, I got people that owe me money. Okay?
You check your mail with some several letters.
When they pay me back, I can pay you back.
You try to forget, but we won't let you. Miss Bill Collector.
UpSouth,